What is up, everybody? John Berrien here with Ground Sounds, and with me is the Grammy-nominated singer-songstress Mary Lambert. She's on the Everybody's a Babe tour. She's stopping here in Columbus, Ohio.
Yay.
Thank you so much for joining us, first of all.
Thanks for having me.
And, you know, come on, Mary Lambert, she keeps me warm. Same love, Macklemore, Ryan Lewis. She performed Grammy with Madonna. And she's actually here. I can't say thank you enough.
Thanks for having me. I love it here.
So how's the tour starting?
It's been awesome. This is like the best tour I think I've ever done. It's just like the crew of people, they're my best friends. So it's like, it's been really fun. We even camped a little bit on the West Coast because I love camping. And we stay, instead of like hotels, we stay in like Airbnbs. So we're all sort of together. We had like family dinner last night, which is like such a luxury on the road. Usually the road, you're in a tour bus or you're in hotels, and it's very like regulated and rigid. And this just feels a lot more like a family. And then the shows themselves have been unreal. This is my first headlining tour in like 3 or 4 years, and I think I had this feeling of like, am I relevant? Like, do people care? Do people want to come see me? So I had really avoided touring, and I kind of, when I released Bold, I was like, I want to do a really fun tour, and I just want it to be colorful and vibrant and joyous and cathartic, and I hope people will want to come. And so once the ticket sales started coming in, I was like, oh my God, people like me!
Yes!
They want to come!
Ticket sales have come in, and so you start off over on the West Coast, and you said it was amazing so far?
Yeah, we've had a couple sold out shows, and so it's pretty exciting to see packed rooms and people still digging it. You know?
Right on.
Yeah.
Now, for everybody out there, Mary is out there promoting her new EP, Bold, which just came out in May, not too long ago. And it has an amazing single called Know Your Name on it. Now, Mary, could you tell us a little about creating this song?
Yeah, once I signed to Capitol, I was really on sort of the pop track. And in pop world, you usually are paired with a producer, and the producer creates a track and you top line to it. So it's melody writing, lyric writing, and whatever you want to communicate to the world with this sort of bass track. And my bachelor's is in orchestral composition.
Wow.
So I love being the conduit for the music. So taking a backseat to actual music writing was like a new facet for me, and something I really enjoyed, to just be like, okay, let me just really focus on what I want to say and do this collaboration. So I feel like the last couple years have really just been about collaborations and making fun stuff and exploring a different part of my artistic identity. And with this song in particular, I started working with Tobias Carlson, who he did some stuff with Adam Lambert, and he was kind of in the Max Martin camp. And he's just such like a sensitive genius. I just love being around people like that, because I just feel like they're just people that have that are just so understanding and thoughtful and want to create good work too. And he was like, well, I kind of came up with this thing, and he wrote that track, and I was like, this is amazing, this is so fun. And so I just got in the studio and started coming up with that line, and it was just fun to think about, like when you first meet somebody, or you don't meet them, you just see them and you've created a whole narrative. And you're like, our children are Claude and Bernadette, and you work on the restaurant the weekends, and you create a whole storyline in your head when you're like, and you're like, oh, I guess I don't actually know you.
It was just fantasy, at least for
yeah, and it was really fun. It's a really fun poppy single, and it's so fun to play.
You know what looked fun?
It was so fun!
What looked fun, too, was the music video.
Oh my God. It was a blast.
Tell me about filming this.
Oh my God, I loved it. Well, it was neat because I didn't have the budget to make it, and so I was like, I really want to do this song justice. I want to do a big thing that, I'm not on a label anymore. If I were my own label, what would I do? And I felt that the song deserved a dope video and a cool campaign. So I did a Kickstarter for the rest of the EP, and to fund some other stuff peripherally of the EP, this tour particularly as well. And we ended up doing over three times the goal. Like, I was only asking for 20 grand, and we reached that goal in like a day. And then it just kept coming in, and so we reached about, I think it was like $70,000 that people donated on Kickstarter. On Kickstarter. So and that's really great, because that's the same sort of advance you'd get from a record label, but directly related to the fans. And so I was like, oh my god, I can make this amazing music video, because like was not cheap. But it was like really necessary. It felt necessary, and I wanted to create like this sort of like femme squad of like just powerful, badass, like a group of diverse women, you know, and you know, non-binary individuals as well, and trans women, and to just be like, this is the new age, this is the new femme, and this is like, I also felt like I wanted it to be like Taylor Swift's like Bad Blood, but really nerdy. So that was like, I feel like I accomplished it. It was really fun.
Well, it totally had a kick-ass feel to it, most definitely. Now you're saying you raised this money on Kickstarter. Now because you recently went independent.
Yeah.
So what has that been like? That must be like really emboldening, or just kind of empowering is the word I'm looking for. Not emboldening, empowering. Yeah. It came to me, so I was like, it came to me finally. And empowering, because like your fans help you out, and then you're able to like take control and finance whatever you want to finance, what you need to finance, to create that ultimate project for your fans.
Totally. I mean, it's really about trusting yourself, and about I think there was just something started occurring to me, like my last few years on the label, and with just the music industry in general, was just realizing no one knows what the fuck they're talking about. Like, no one knows. And I'm just realizing that's just true in life. Like, no one knows what they're doing. And people might know what works for them. They might have had a formula that worked in the past, but no one can say what's right for you. And what, you know, how we measure success and what success actually means. You know, I heard this thing, someone close to my life was like, you know, so you save all this money up and you work your whole life for money, but who's going to be on the yacht with you? And what kind of health are you going to be in at the end of it? And so why is only the primary goal, like, you know, you hear it all the time. It's like, make more money, make more money. It's like, well, but at what cost? At what cost? Because if you spend all this money and your health deteriorates, you're going to spend all that money taking care of your health when you're 70, you know? Like what's the actual balance? And I want to have, like, a very diverse, full, lush life. And representative of, like, something that really represents that to me is, like, just taking charge of my artistic output and my career. And rather than being in, you know, like a conference room with a bunch of people that are trying to understand me, but I'm messy and complex, and it's, you know, it's like difficult to, you know, to have people fully understand you and what you want to accomplish. And so yeah, it has been extremely empowering, and I would definitely recommend going independent. I mean, if that's what you want to do, though, because there are some people who are like, I don't want to think about getting distribution. I don't want to think about, you know, like, having a team or how I'm going to tour or all of these things. I love the business side of what I do.
Awesome.
It's really fun. And it feels like just knowing what is going on in all aspects of my life. Because there was a time when I was sort of at the peak of everything where I was just like, I had no idea what was going on. And I had a team of like 20 people that was doing everything for me. So I could just go on stage, be vulnerable, do my stuff, and then leave and get rest. But I had no idea what my finances were. I had no idea how people were being treated. I had no idea, like, what my trajectory was, what my sales were, what the industry was moving. Like, I just didn't know. And so being able to reclaim that and be like, No, I know exactly. I talk directly with my distributors. I talk directly with radio program directors. I know what's going on, and I can make an informed decision about how I want to move through the world.
Right on.
Yeah.
Not only do you know your name, but you know what's going on in your inner circle.
Yeah.
Yes. Woo-hoo! And how to take charge and make moves and keep it moving on your own. Boss lady over here, Mary Lambert. That's what's up. So you're performing here in Columbus tonight. What's it like when you're on stage?
Oh my God, it's fun. I have so much fun on stage. I feel like it's like a home for me. It's like, I would almost call it a variety show because it's, you know, I'm very vulnerable and I cry on stage sometimes, and I'm just really in touch with what, you know, the songs mean and how they affect people, and you know, and I talk about sexual violence, and I talk about body image, and I talk about, you know, like mental illness and things that directly affect me a lot of the time. And I think that it's my mission to sort of destigmatize these things, just like this is part of human existence. Like everybody's dealing with something, and the sooner that we can come to the table and be like, this is who I am, like, and it's all encompassing, and it's complicated, but it's okay because we're all complicated. So my goal is to provide an invitation for that, for someone else to also say me too, and to show up in that way. So half of the show is feelings, like feelings. The other half of the show is a dance party, and it's just like total, like a pop dance party. I also do like a little bit of stand-up comedy, so I'm doing like telling jokes and things like that. And I just signed a book deal.
Hey, yeah, that's new, a book deal.
Yeah, for my poetry actually. So I'll be releasing a collection of poetry with a publisher next fall.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Is there a working title or a title?
Yeah, it's called Shame is an Ocean I Swim Across.
Shame is an Ocean I Swim Across, the book of poetry by Mary Lambert. It's coming out soon. She's got a deal and she's on tour.
Yeah.
A lot going on for you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping through once again. It's always a blessing to talk to you, Mary.
I love talking to you.
Thank you. Mary Lambert, everybody. Yes.